I'm out of this world.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. We've got Green. Royce O'Neal is out there with Dillon Brooks. Then there's Mark Williams, and it's Booker in at the point. At this time of the season, Doris, about midway through the schedule, what's the chief concern for most teams?
Well, the priority is always health, right? Teams try to weather the storm of a long season. But the other thing is chemistry, that intangible that maybe you can't define specifically, but when it exists, boy, it's special.
Now the Knicks with it. Hart with a screen on Booker. Here's Brunson, and he buries his first look.
Such an intelligent basketball play by Jalen Brunson. This guy understands how to get himself going in pick and roll action.
Booker, the pass to Green. Back to Booker. With the fadeaway. And it's New York with a rebound. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns. Came out with a victory.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Yeah, that's just pretty. Great awareness from D-Book.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Outside Brunson. Anunoby for 3. He drops it from range.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Green for 3. Hart pulls it in.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
A nice shot by McBride.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Phoenix has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Booker. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Booker's got 5.
Yeah, such a versatile scorer. Devin Booker, the 3 levels. You want to give him the midi, he'll take it.
That one goes. Count it.
They've come out hot. I mean, really hot. Perfect from the field thus far.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. He said they have their work cut out with Devin Booker, who can score in many different ways. Coach told me people talk about his deep shooting range, but his middle is just lethal. And if you crowd him, he can take it to the rim. And he has the size to do damage there. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. As we get deeper into the season, the Eastern Conference standings are really taking shape. Let's take a look. You take a look at the Knicks. Their efforts so far have put them 5th in the conference with plenty of time left to move up.
You know, for the Knicks, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot of the bumps in the road that other contenders have gone through.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside for Brooks. 4-3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Hey, Brian. With the trade deadline looming ahead, it's the Brooklyn Nets in transaction news. They haven't been shy about looking to add another proven scorer to their roster, and pulling the trigger on a Zach LaVine deal gives them the precise type of scorer they hope will round out their offense. LaVine has shown time and time again that he will always be a factor on the offensive end.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. And New York has possession. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Pass to Hart. Outside McBride. Booker against Brunson. Clock is at 3. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
You love the anticipation there. Made sure to box out, knew where the ball was going, and doesn't let anyone impede him from pulling in the glass.
Now here's Brooks. Still no points. Pulls it. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. New York, number 1.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from a charity strike. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Let's take a look at the numbers for Grayson Allen. A minute 9 left in the opening quarter. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. A minute 4 left in the opening quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Shamet passes to Diawara. New York working the ball around now. Here's Cordy. Pass to Shamet. Launches the 3. And Booker pulls it down. Outside, Green. There's the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
That'll be a 5-second call. A different look for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Williams. Iguodala comes in for Green. And Gillespie is subbed in for Devin Booker. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gillespie. Inside. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the evening. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Suns making a change here.
Number
20 seconds left now in the first quarter. Clarkson grabs a miss. Here's Diawara. There's the block. Here's Gillespie. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 11. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
I really like the attitude they displayed here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
Landry Shamet is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Cordy in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. To the middle. It's tipped. Alvarado with it. Picked up by Allen. Here's Shamet. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. They set the pick. Here's Allen. It's rebounded by New York.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
To the wing on the left. Pass to McCourty. Here's Shaman. Puts up a three. The rebound by Allen. 13 feet out. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And some changes here for New York. Gaudier comes in for McCourty. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Shaman. Here's Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Guys?
A role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. The Suns making a switch here. Williams is checked in. For New York, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. Oh, taking it to him, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Brooks, the pass to Richards. Here's Williams. Yes, it's good. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Brunson, and he drives in, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the bucket started raining down.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Booker for three. Devin Booker for three.
Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility. Very capable of carrying the load.
It's stolen. Here's O'Neal. Gets an open look and hits it. Now it's a three-point Suns lead.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
That one's down for Brunson. Brooks has got the ball here for the Suns. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. And that'll be game 4 of this 6-game stretch on the road. Chalk up 2 there.
A throwback wing. Dillon Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some changes here for New York. Hart's checked in for Towns. OG Anunoby comes in for Gaudier, and it's McBride in for Alvarado. And a change for the Suns. Green's checked in for Richards.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Pass to McBride. Fires from deep. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Kicks it out to Clarkson. Oh, Brooks with the steal. There's 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter, and it's Green missing.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside McBride. Brunson against Booker. Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
This is why Mark Williams is out there. Control that painted area.
Brooks, the pass to Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
It's his first trip to the line. That one misses.
Golden opportunity to take the lead. Instead, he merely knots up the score.
Outside Hart. And an Obi for 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Green. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome to half.
I'm impressed with the effort on the glass. Big positive in my book. They just need to keep it up, Ernie.
Yeah, that's been their big. Moving on to our next top. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Jordan on 5. They've got Royce O'Neal, Devin Booker out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Williams in at the center, filling out the middle. On the wing, Brooks. Anunoby covering. Outside, Green. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Brunson passes to Towns. Back to Brunson. Nice move. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And that's now 19 points for Jalen Brunson. The Suns trailing. Now Booker. He's got 18. That one's good for 2.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You take a look at the Suns. Right now, they're in 9th place. Definitely not the kind of success they envisioned at this point of the season.
I think for the Suns, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for. But it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
It's Williams, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Green from the arc. Green, money from deep.
If Jalen Green can hit three-point shots consistently, he'll take his game to the next level.
Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. There's the triple. Booker with the defensive effort.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
And the shot goes. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Well, we all know he's a good scorer, but Green also facilitates very well.
Brunson finds Hart. Here's McBride. New York again, can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside, Green to the inside. Williams.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Towns on a screen. To halt the run. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 5 assists in the game.
Karl-Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter, doesn't take him any time to get set up.
Allen, he's checked in for the Suns. Here are some of the best and most intelligent shooters in the association. Fourth, Mark Williams.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
And here is Green. He has 6. Williams, a screen on Anunoby. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, a great screen, and then he gets off it, rolls to the rim. Nice job by Mark Williams.
Here's Brunson. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
It's Williams, high post. To the paint. Stolen by Anunoby. Fast break, New York. Here's Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
From downtown. And it's Green missing.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
Richards is checked in for Williams. And it's Green with the ball for the Suns. They lead by 1. Pass to Allen. Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And here's Clarkson. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Suns fast break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Shamet, he's checked in for New York. Dunn, he's checked in for Phoenix. Goodwin comes in for Brooks. To the inside. Pass to Diawara. Here's Shamet. Gets the 3 to fall. Shamet's got 7 points.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Green for 3. The rebound by Diawara.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
No debate there. He got hammered.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in, so neither attempt will fall that time for him. The 3 is up. The Knicks pull it in. There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd. To the paint. Pass to Shamet. New York working the ball around now. And again, the Knicks missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the 3rd. Shot is good by Goodwin.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
Clarkson for 3. New York again can't hit. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Jose Alvarado, also Landry Shamet out there. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Tuck Forty in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Booker's shot is good.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
Towns on a screen. Alvarado, pass to Towns. Here's Shamet. No good from outside. The Suns lead by 7. Up top, Allen tries the spin move. Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. Shamet passes to Towns. Towns getting it done under the hoop.
That to me is about Karl-Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Dunn outside. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Allen. The rebound by Shamet.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Towns outside. The 3. The shot comes out. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Goodwin passes to Booker. Here's Goodwin. Outside Booker. From deep three-point land. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Into the lane. Goodwin. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Off target at the rim. The Suns lead by 5. Booker for 3. That one is off.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half. This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
For 3, Allen. Clarkson grabs a miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. And the timeout called here by Jordan Hawk, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Hart's checked in for Hukporti. Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. McBride, he's checked in for Shamet. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Richards. O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Dylan Brooks checked in for Allen. And Green is subbed in for Goodwin. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Oh, Williams with the block. Anunoby against Brooks. Now Green. Williams outside. Outside Green. Hart with a rebound. Knicks trail by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Brunson against Williams. Book it! That one goes!
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
Now Brooks. Outside, Green. From 10 feet out. Here's Brooks. Fires the 3. It's off.
How impressive has he been tonight, battling inside in the trenches?
Towns the screen on Booker. Brunson rushes in. Book it! Straight in!
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
Booker against Brunson. Yes!
Oh, the elite competitor that Devin Booker is. Big moment to be had. Yes, it's his time.
Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
Green in the post. McBride covers. Outside, Green. Williams jams it home.
A monster bucket by Mark Williams. Oh, my goodness. Step up, young sir.
Here's Hart. Puts up the tray. Williams rips down the board. Outside Booker. Brooks outside. Yes, sir! Banking in the layup.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Brunson. Yes, sir, with the three.
You can see the work Jalen Brunson has put into his game. Boy, the three-point stroke has really come a long way.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Booker! Rebounded by Towns.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hard outside. Here's Towns. Up top, Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Hard outside. Takes a three. Can't hit it. And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. From deep. Oh, missed on the train. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's McBride in at the 2.
You can see when a guy like Devin Booker sees a lane to the rim, he's going to exploit it.
Brunson against Booker. That misses. The Suns leading. Green to the rack. Anunoby there for the rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why. That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
And stolen by Brunson. Now Anunoby. Oh, he misses the layup. Brooks outside. Wide open look. Outside Booker for 3. Oh, he cannot hit. The Knicks have gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Now Hart. Brunson taking his time here. Take it away. Brooks outside. From 15 feet away. Rebounded by Towns. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
To take the lead. Williams rips down the board. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. Oh, he misses the layup. 1:02 left in the first overtime period. Outside Brunson. Up top Anunoby. Now Brunson. 5 on the clock. Hart. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Listen, we've seen Josh Hart deliver in big moments before. The pressure doesn't bother him.
Here's Brooks.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
Now Hart. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Booker. Now here's Green. Clock at 6. Fires away from outside. The 3 is off. Outside Brunson. Knocks down the trifecta. And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
But an insane scenario. Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot three, so it has to be an alley-oop that draws the and-one foul.
And so the big win by New York in a tight game. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime they caught a second win.